Isolation can be the best thing for you during your developmental stages when you're trying to put the pieces together and properly structure the foundation of your life. It's good sometimes to separate yourself from all external things. There will never be a time in your life where you sit back and say, hey, I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 months focusing strictly on myself. No women, no partying, no anything, just strictly on myself. There will never be a time where you regret it, because everything that you may think that you're quote unquote missing out on, bro, are all things that are always going to be there. And I promise you, women, the parties, having fun, those things are not going anywhere, bro. But one thing that is constantly changing and developing is the world. And time is something that we can never get back, bro. And that's why we need to stop wasting it. As humans, I feel like we naturally get tied into this idea of wanting to feel comforted, wanting to have people around us to make us feel something, bro. But there really is power in isolation. There's power in removing yourself from everyone and everything that's going on around you and really taking a step back and looking at your life from the outside in. And what this did for me, bro, this changed my complete outlook on life itself, because once I learned that simply removing yourself from your current environment and looking at everything in the third person, bro, you get a sense of willpower just knowing that you're capable of doing that. That knowing that you're capable and you're not the one that needs somebody around you all the time to, just to feel something, bro. And a quick little story time, bro, about my little isolation journey. I was raised in like a family that, was pretty tight, it was pretty small, bro. And my big isolation period where I finally decided to really do something with it, bro, was when I went to the military. And I moved away from my family for like 4 years at a time, and I was completely alone. And bro, what this taught me is that you start to learn things about yourself that you never knew would have ever, would have been you. And you start to find your true self when you isolate yourself, bro. When you constantly have people in your ear and just around you in general, bro, they kind of dictate certain steps and lead you to certain, steps that you may take in your life, bro. But when you standing alone and you really going through your life by yourself, bro, you taking each step according to your beliefs. And, at the end of the day, if anything go wrong, you don't have nobody to blame, because it'll all fall back on you. And just knowing that, there's no one to blame, bro, and you're going to take full accountability for your life, it really just it makes you feel like a way better person, knowing that you're capable, and knowing that, each step that I'm taking, I'm going to take by faith, and I'm going to take knowing that I'm going to get the result that I want. As humans, naturally, bro, we need each other. Like, we need people to socialize with. We're just social beings in general. So just being able to transition from the whole social beings theory to somebody who doesn't necessarily need the next person in order to thrive and live their life according to the way that they want to live it, bro. It just makes you feel stronger than ever. And just think about it like this, bro. Anytime that you see anybody that wants to actually grow, anybody that wants to achieve or reach a certain goal, what's the first thing that they usually decide to do? The first thing that they usually decide to do when they really want to level up and grow in their life, bro, they tell themselves, okay, I'm not going to do any more drinking. I'm not going to do any more playing around. I'm going to isolate myself. I'm not hanging out no more. And I'm going to get my life together, bro. And there's a reason why people decide to isolate and remove themselves from their environment, bro. It's because there's power in isolation. And that's the thing. Not too many people want to be alone because they have these thoughts that constantly roam their head, and now they have to deal with everything and deal with all of their problems that's going on internally, bro. But once you isolate yourself and you allow yourself to knock all these problems out and get them out the way, bro, then you could actually start to move forward and make progress in your life, bro. And what I learned by isolation, bro, and this really just taught me that not only do I not need anyone in order to reach my purpose, bro, it taught me that I'm a lot stronger than I initially thought I was. It taught me that when I do spend time alone, those are the times where I really start to dig deep and learn more about myself, bro. If you're someone who's constantly hanging out with people, bro, if you're somebody who's constantly just in someone's face at all times and you're not where you want to be and you feel lost and you don't have a sense of purpose for life, bro, 9 times out of 10, it's because you haven't isolated yourself, bro. I guarantee it. You have problems that you need to dig deep and solve within yourself. And in order to do that, bro, you need to completely remove people from your life. You need to separate yourself from the things that you're comfortable being around, the things that you have around you in general. You need to completely separate yourself so that you can solve these things, bro. It comes with isolating yourself, bro, because like I said previously, once you put yourself in a position to be alone, and I don't mean like be alone temporarily where, you know, hey, give me 15 minutes to kind of like reflect on my life and I'll be back talking to you in the next 15. I mean, like, once you really cut ties with everything and remove everyone, hey, respectfully, I'm going to work on myself and get my life together. I wish you well. Those type of things, bro. Once you do that, bro, that's when you're going to actually find yourself. That's when you're going to find your true purpose. That's when you're going to find the things that are actually meant for you in your life, bro. One thing I will say, bro, is it's hard. It's completely hard to be alone. It's hard to be able to sit down and be able to deal with all these things because a lot of us don't even know how to control our emotions, bro. And if you don't know how to control your emotions, then that's something that you also have to start with before you even start with isolating. Because when you start to isolate yourself, there's going to be times where you become very emotional because you have all these feelings and all these things that you're trying to get to the bottom of. So it could become overwhelming. But just the idea of isolating in general just puts you in another headspace where you could just allow yourself to prosper, bro. You don't need anyone. You don't need anyone to be the person that you want to be, bro. You don't need anyone to guide you through life. You don't need anyone to hold your hand, bro. You need you. And when you learn to properly take this into account, bro, you will damn near want to just be alone in general because you'll understand that when you have people in your face, bro, there's just more things that you have to deal with. You have to deal with everything that that person comes with. Now, I'm not saying that you need to remove everybody from your life to just be a better person, bro. But I'm saying that if people aren't uplifting you, bro, then you need to get away from them and you need to find a way to separate yourself and put yourself in a position to really grow, bro. But like I said, what isolating did for me, isolation just changed my entire perspective on being alone in general. Because before I was somebody who looked at being alone as like a lonely thing. Like, why would you ever want to be alone? Like I said, we're social beings. You should want to socialize and to constantly be in people's faces, bro. But there comes a point in time where there's work that needs to get done in everyone's life. There comes a point in time where you have to handle business, bro. And one thing that I did learn is they say that if you want to go fast, go alone, and if you want to go far, go with people. And a lot of the times when we're at this vulnerable point in our life where we're trying to grow, bro, this isn't something that needs to be prolonged. This is something that needs to be done swiftly, and this is something that needs to be done quickly, bro. And with that being said, bro, we need to go alone. There's certain things that we need to go through alone. We don't need to be walked through it or coddled through it, bro. And just allowing yourself to do this, bro, it's going to open up so many other doors for you because once you get to the point where you don't need people and you could really separate yourself from the entire world, bro, and take everything on really by yourself, you just feel invincible, bro. You feel like there's nothing in the world that you can't conquer. I'm at a state in my life right now, bro, where I'm getting ready to move to Houston, bro, and I don't have a single family member or friend in Houston, bro, but I'm just moving out there because I had bought a house there, and I'm just gonna completely just remove myself from my comfort zone and isolate myself for 6, 7, 8 months at a time, just straight grind, bro, and just see where it gets me. Just simply because I understand what comes with isolating myself. I understand what removing myself and getting out of my comfort zone does to me because I went to the military and I understand that, bro. And you have to see those things through. A lot of the times we get so caught up in just being comfortable, and even myself, I've done it. We get so caught up in being comfortable, bro, that it's hard for us to walk away. But in life, we have to have balance, and we always have to know when to walk away. We have to know when to call things quits. We have to know when to party and have fun and do the things that we want to do in life. And then we also have to know when it's time to grind and remove and pull back and completely separate ourselves. And, you know, if this is your isolating period in your life right now, bro, just think of it like this. There's not going to be a single time where you decide to put 100% of your effort into yourself and regret it. Just think about how amazing that sounds, bro. Just think about it, bro. There has not, and there will never be a time, I could promise you this. There will never be a time in your life where you sit back and say, hey, I'm going to spend 1, 2, 3 months focusing strictly on myself. No women, no partying, no anything, just strictly on myself. There will never be a time where you regret it, because everything that you may think that you're quote unquote missing out on, bro, are all things that are always going to be there. And I promise you, women, the parties, having fun, those things are not going anywhere, bro. But one thing that is constantly changing and developing is the world. And time is something that we can never get back, bro. And that's why we need to stop wasting it. They say that, you're supposed to use your 20s to like kind of like be young and have fun, bro. But I'm a firm believer on, your 20s is like your foundation work. Those are times where you should really just be developing and getting yourself to the point where you can live the life that you want to live in your 30s, bro. And I'm 24, but I'm constantly working towards that, because I definitely do believe that, the world is ours, bro. But it doesn't start with us just kind of just being all in the mix and just constantly just want to be out and just be all surrounded by these type of different people and in these different environments, bro. Because a lot of the times these environments don't add value to us, bro. And isolation, real isolation, bro, is really what helped me, and it's helping me now really reach my peak, because it's letting me know the important things that are in my life and the things that I actually need to be focusing on in the world in order to reach the goals that I want to reach, bro. And this really just all ties into investments. Life itself is just a big investment, bro. No matter what, we have time that we spend, and whether we spend it working towards our life, that's an investment. Whether we spend it hanging out or doing whatever else we may do with people, that's another investment. So we just have to choose to put our investments into the right things, bro, because the more that you invest into something, the more likely you are to be tied to that investment. And that's really just the key of life, bro. That's relationships, that's anything. The more that you invest in something, the more likely you are to be tied to something. In the simplest terms, the more time that you spend doing something, the more likely you are to be tied to it. So we just have to be really cautious about the investments that we're making in life, and understanding that if we are somebody who has a wide range of investments, that we need to understand balance, and we need to understand that we need to be pouring into certain things just as much as we need to be pouring into ourselves at the end of the day. And lastly, bro, I just want to say this because I don't want it to just seem like so like uptight. Bro, I just enjoy the process, bro. I promise you, because each day is really another day for you to become the best version of yourself, bro. A new opportunity. And if you are somebody that's struggling, trying to find balance and trying to get your life together, bro, just understand, bro, that it take time. You feel me? We all got work to do. We all flawed. We all got things that we need to take care of, bro. Just really enjoy the process, because if you're feeling low right now, bro, you're not always gonna feel low. The sun come up and the sun go down, and change is constantly happening, bro. So whatever it is that you feeling, bro, you may not you feel me, you ain't gonna feel that forever, bro. You really just gotta keep going and persevere and really get through it. But just learning to really separate yourself, at times where you're super vulnerable is essential, bro. And you really just gotta lock in and keep going. But like I said, bro, just enjoy the process and really just understand that you're gonna be all right, bro. And you're gonna get right. But as long as you don't quit on yourself, you're gonna be good. And nobody can't take that away from you, fam. But you feel me? If you made it to the end of the video, bro, I appreciate you. You already know it's love. And we gonna keep rocking, man. But it's your boy Blue Jay Tay, and I'm out of this thing.